It's our moment of opportunity to create schools and systems where there's no more sitting around through lessons for some kids that have already been learned and they're boring, and no more struggling with impossible lessons for those kids that don't have the skills to get it done at that grade level, where students will never lose the growth mindset. Boy, this one is personal to me. When I sit with children who have already started, they're only 5, 6, 7, 8 years old, who have already started to believe they're not good at something, that breaks my heart. To me, it's like a moral issue. It's an ethical issue. We need to help kids know that they do, in fact, have that beautiful human capacity to learn, not just now in first grade, but in fact, you're going to have that capacity forever. You don't ever need to stop learning. As a reader, as a mathematician, as a thinker, as a collaborator, as a problem solver, you can learn forever. Where assessment is meaningful, where you use assessment not just to give a grade, but instead assessment is used to figure out how to teach this kid in the most effective way. That's the way 90% of our assessment ought to be used, where kids are sometimes given choices as to how they learn, because we're not all the same, and where learning is joyful, never a race. Back in 1997, with ASCD, I wrote a book called Teaching and Joy. Anybody here read that book? Teaching and Joy. This is really sad. I thought this was a literate audience. In that book, I didn't actually write all of it. I wrote several chapters, but I went out to about 30 of the best educators and the best human beings I could find on the face of this planet. Included people like Dave Weikart, who started the Perry Preschool, and Shinichi Suzuki, who started the music education program, and Mimi Chenfield, who was one of the just rock stars for early childhood education, and people like that. And they each wrote a chapter or a story for me about how great teaching and great learning always needs to be connected and associated with joy. And they wrote beautiful things. That book is still out there if you want it. You can probably get it for about $1 on Amazon. Is this true for you? Should great teaching and great learning be associated with joy in some way, shape, or form? Turn to the people at your table for 1 minute and talk about that.